Welcome to this Yin Yoga class focused on deep hip openers. As we navigate the energetic momentum of the fire horse year, it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of setting new goals or just feeling overwhelmed, like you have a lot on your plate with too many responsibilities. So, this class is all about slowing down, going inward, and really just coming back to more balance. So, we'll be doing a lot of deep hip openers and really targeting those connective tissues. So, we will be holding the poses for longer. I will not be using any props, but if you would like to use some props, I do recommend at least 2 blocks and a blanket. So let's begin. Let's start in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you, and gently close your eyes. Spine tall, shoulders relaxed, and allow your sit bones to feel heavy. Really feel the earth supporting you, helping you become more present to this moment. Relax your eyes, relax your jaw, and draw your attention inward. Let's take this moment to connect to our breath. When you're ready, on your next inhale, slowly inhale through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Hold, and as you exhale, slowly exhale all the tension out of your body. Beautiful. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. So when you're ready, on your next inhale, inhale through your nose, hold, and when you're ready, slowly exhale out your mouth, softening your shoulders, relaxing your body even more. 1 more deep breath. Inhale through your nose, hold, and slowly exhale out your mouth. Now, keeping your eyes closed, continue your deep breathing, inhaling and exhaling out. And I invite you to set an intention for today's practice. I invite you to complete this sentence. I desire to feel, and you choose the word. For example, I desire to feel balance. I desire to feel peace. I desire to feel calm. Now, when you're ready, on your next inhale, raise your arms up, gazing at your thumbs. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Now, we're going to stay in this seated position, and we're going to start with our first pose, butterfly pose. So on your next inhale, you want to bring the soles of your feet to touch. And then as you exhale, lower your chin to your chest. So this is a good variation to stay at, but we are going to hold this pose for about a minute. So if you like, you can use the strength of your arms and hands. And on your next inhale, slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, bring yourself in this nice, deep forward fold. You're more than welcome to use your props. You can use blocks or blankets underneath your knees or stay up with your chin to your chest. So when you're ready, choose your variation and exhale to soften your body. Taking nice, long, deep breaths. Slowly inhaling and exhaling out. And give yourself permission to be completely heavy in this pose. Now, when you're ready, if you're in this forward fold, gently come back up, one vertebrae at a time. No need to rush. And then we can inhale to close our legs like a book. And as we exhale, let's meet in a tabletop position. So on your next inhale, you want to bring your right knee right behind the right wrist. And as you exhale, you extend your left leg back, releasing your back hip to the mat. If you have blocks or a blanket, you can use the props at the top of your mat for extra added support, or place it underneath your right hip. Now, you want to make sure the front of your leg is parallel with the mat, or if this pose is too intense, you can bring your ankle closer to your left hip. So wherever you're at, let's meet in an upright position. So this is great to stay in, since we will hold this position for about 30 seconds. So we can inhale here, and you can stay here, or on your exhale, you can create a pillow with your arms and slowly guide your forehead to your arms and fully surrender in this pose. And we will hold here for about 30 seconds. So allow your head to be heavy, your arms to be heavy. Taking nice, long, deep breaths, especially if you're feeling any tension or sensation in your left hip or your right hip. And give yourself full permission to surrender. On your next inhale, if you're all the way to the mat, you can use your hands to gently guide you back up, one vertebrae at a time. No need to rush. And then when you're ready, you can bring your right knee to meet the left, and let's shake it off for a bit. That's a nice deep stretch in the right hip. And then when you're ready, we'll meet in tabletop position again. So on your next inhale, bring the left knee behind the left wrist. Exhale, extending the right leg all the way back. And then get into position. The front leg can be parallel with the mat. You can use props as well. To make it less intense, you can bring the left foot closer to your right hip. So let's meet in an upright position. We'll inhale. And as you exhale, you can stay in this position or create a pillow with your arms and guide your forehead to your arms. And then give yourself full permission to soften your entire body and completely release into this pose. Remember to take nice, long, deep breaths, breathing into that nice, deep stretch in your left hip. And we'll hold here for about 30 seconds. When you're ready, on your next inhale, if you're on the mat, you can use your hands to gently guide you back up, one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow, bring the left knee to meet the right, and let's shake it off for a moment. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring our back to the mat. So however you like to get there, I normally just cross my legs behind me, extend my legs out, and then I use my arms to guide me down. Now, when you're ready, on your next inhale, bring your knees to your chest and give yourself a nice tight squeeze, hugging your knees to your chest. And let's rock side to side for a moment, massaging the lower back. And then when you're ready, let's pause, keeping your knees to your chest. On your next inhale, you want to extend your legs and feet up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, grabbing the outside of your feet or the inside. And the goal in this happy baby pose is to try to push your knees into your armpits, really stretching out our hips in this nice deep way. And you can stay still or you could rock side to side. Just really close your eyes and go inward. And really just seeing how your body wants to move or stay still. And we'll hold here for about a minute. Just remember to take nice, long, deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling out. And give yourself full permission to move your body however your body wishes. Now, when you're ready, come back to this moment. On your next inhale, you can bring your knees to your chest. As you exhale, place your feet on the mat and keep your feet mat width distance apart. Let's do some windshield wipers. So on your next inhale, you can drop one knee all the way to the mat. And then as you exhale, move to the opposite side, like you're making windshield wipers with your legs bent and feet on the mat. Just going side to side, nice and slow, seeing how low you can bring your leg to the mat. And then when you're ready, let's pause. Next inhale, bring the bottoms of your feet to touch. And then as you exhale, keeping your knees bent, you'll open your legs up like a book. And we're doing a reclined butterfly pose. So you can place some blocks or blankets underneath you for extra added support. But when you're ready, this will be our final pose. So you can rest your arms beside you and keeping your eyes closed. Just focus on deep breathing. As you inhale, fill your lungs completely. And as you exhale, soften your body, giving yourself full permission to relax and surrender into this pose. This is your time for self-love, and you deserve it. We'll hold here for about a minute. When you're ready, come back to this moment. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. Rock your head side to side. When you're ready, you can bring your knees back to your chest. Give yourself another tight squeeze. Thanking yourself for coming to the mat. And then when you're ready, roll over to your favorite side. using your arm as a pillow. And let's pause here in a moment in fetal position. It's a beautiful way to close out the practice. It's all about renewal and rebirth. When you're ready, use your hand to guide you back up, nice and slow, and we'll meet in a comfortable seated position. Let's close out our practice in a nice, comfortable seated position. Gently close your eyes. You can have your hands on your knees to feel more grounded, or have them open face up to receive. Or you can bring your hands to heart center in prayer position. Let's take one deep breath together. Slowly inhale and exhale out. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope this peace and balance we cultivated together stays with you off the mat. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me.